What's up, XRP holders? Guys, this is a warning to everyone holding XRP right now. I want to show you some things that I'm right now spotting here in the short term for XRP. I want to give you my expectations for the price action. Are we truly bullish or are we bearish? Is this the moment to panic? Is there more downside coming on the way here? Or are we going to reverse very soon? These are the questions that I want to answer in this important video. Before we continue with the video, guys, I want to say all my prayers go out to anyone involved with this horrible accident today. I wish you a lot of strength. And let's get into it. So let's start off here on the daily scale for XRP. Nothing changed. We are still trading here within a potential breakout. So we had the trend line since January, multiple touch points. We had a breakout, a retest, and we are right now possibly seeing continuation to the upside. Stay tuned in the video because I'm also going to talk about my worst case scenario here for XRP in the short term. If we zoom out to the weekly scale, then we can see that XRP is currently possibly at the end stage here of a reaccumulation phase. We had the first accumulation zone here basically in September, October, November last year. XRP broke out, massive rally, and right now we are at a reaccumulation stage, and I think a new rally to the upside is the most likely outcome here for XRP since the trend is still up. Another thing that I want to show you here on the weekly scale is actually the stochastic RSI for XRP. And a few weeks ago when XRP was bottoming out around in April, I also made you aware of this buy signal when the stochastic RSI was at the floor, and we had a rally from 165 to 265 approximately. So significant rally for XRP. That was a buy signal. It also happened there at the beginning of November. Stochastic RSI massively oversold. We had the buy signal. XRP exploded. It also happened in July of last year. Buy signal. XRP went up significantly. But why am I showing you this? I'm showing you this because the stochastic RSI is still halfway through. There is still massive room for growth there on the weekly scale. So I'm still anticipating at least one more big push to the upside, because each and every time when the stochastic RSI hit oversold, we go to overbought. It happened in July, November, oversold. We went to overbought. Here also in April, oversold. So yeah, most likely outcome is into the overbought territory. Also earlier today, we had the producer price index data, which came in a little bit better than was anticipated. So expected month-over-month inflation was 0.2%. It came in at 0.1%. And the Fed rate cut odds rise. And this is potentially bullish for crypto and for XRP. And we also had the president that urges the Fed to cut rates by a full percentage point. He calls the May CPI a great justification to do rate cuts. And yeah, if the Fed is indeed going to do a rate cut, then that would of course be very bullish for markets. The next FOMC meeting is in approximately 5 days from now, but it's very interesting to watch what the exact tone is going to be from Jerome Powell in related to the new inflation data. But just keep in mind the odds for a new rate cut anytime soon are still significantly low. So yeah, it will be very interesting to watch this very closely. And then we also have the ongoing Apex 2025 event in Singapore with major Ripple speakers, and Ripple CEO Garlinghouse made an interesting statement today. He said XRP could handle 14% of Swift liquidity volume within 5 years. Well, if that was about to happen, then we're definitely talking double, maybe even triple digits per XRP. But yeah, this man definitely knows something, and this is a very bullish statement that he made during Apex 2025 in Singapore. Now, from an on-chain perspective, we have this one. Traders are stacking XRP longs. Leverage ratio spikes from April lows. And you can see that since the lows from April, the leverage went up significantly. So from long positions, last time that happened was in December and January of last year. So the big question is, are these positions from insiders or just greedy retail gamblers? Because if we take a look at XRP's liquidity heat map, then we can see that still almost all the liquidity, yes, there is some from shorts, but majority of the liquidity is from long positions, still piling up around that $2 zone. Liquidation prices are stacking up over there. So yeah, will we see a liquidation wick to the downside to liquidate a lot of these longs and then reverse to the upside? Or are these positions from insiders, and are we not going to tap the liquidity, and is XRP going to move up from here? I would say the last one is a little bit more unlikely, also due to the fact that we are currently still into greed. If we look at the fear and greed index, greed 71, and typically, historically, whenever this meter flashes greed or extreme greed, we tend to see a pullback in price or at least some sideways price action. So just be aware of that in the immediate short term. Now, if that was about to happen, then there is still nothing to worry about in my personal opinion. Yes, we could see a liquidation wick to the downside, but if you zoom out, XRP still looks extremely bullish. But just be aware, if it was about to happen, I think XRP could tap the golden ratio between 195 and $2 and then recover swiftly back to the upside. So that is in the immediate short term. Higher time frames, we are extremely bullish. As I showed you, we are at the end stage of this accumulation. There's plenty of room for growth here, so pay close attention to that, guys. If you want to purchase or trade XRP or any altcoin, definitely use my BTCC link down below in the video description. Claim a 10% bonus on your first time deposit. This is a major deal here. Check it out. The link to BTCC is down below in the video description. And also don't forget to follow me over on my Instagram, official link down below. I'm posting a lot of XRP content over there, Q&A sessions, and a lot of other stuff, so definitely check it out. That was it, guys, for today's XRP analysis. If this was helpful, like the video, subscribe to the channel. Make sure to join my Patreon if you want additional alpha. The link is down below in the video description. I want to thank you all for watching, for the amazing support, and I'll see you very soon in another XRP update. Bye bye.